Hello everyone, I am Babu. I am your communication skills coach and public speaking coach. In this video, I am going to discuss about some tips which is related to the public speaking. Ladies and gentlemen, focus on these tips. Definitely it will help you in your public speaking journey. The number one tip is that you should always have somewhat confident whenever you are delivering your content to the people. So how we can get the confidence? That is what exactly important, right? So how one can get the confidence whenever we are presenting to the people? The number one reason is that we must convince with our content. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to convince with the content to the people, right? When you are going to convince with the people with your content, you need to convince at yourself first. Unless and until you convince yourself with your content, how can you go and present to the people? So that is the reason. The number one tip is that you should always convince with your content. That means you have to prepare the content basing on audience interest, and you should convince with that content. Then definitely you can become an effective public speaker. Then definitely you are in a position to give a wonderful and fantabulous presentation. So always focus on that. And the second tip is that you should always get a yes response. It's a very simple technique, but most of the people neglected this technique. Before going to start your presentation, you should get somewhat yes response from the people. You should ask some questions to the audience, like you are all coming to this session just to improve your skills. Like you should ask one question, then they can say, you have to ask like yes or no. Like that you have to ask the question. They will definitely say yes, right? You all came from one particular place. You can mention that place. That means where exactly that seminar or that presentation is happening. You can mention that you're all from that area, right? You can ask like that, so that they can say that yes, we are from that place. Like that, you have to get some yes response from the audience, so that what will happen means they will get connected to your content. So ladies and gentlemen, always put focus how to get yes response from the audience. That is what exactly important in public speaking. And third most important thing is that we should always speak with enthusiasm. Audience, you should create the curiosity among the audience. So when the audience get that type of a curiosity, the moment that you are showing that enthusiasm at your content, then only they will listen at your content, then only they will focus on your content, right? So the important factor what we need to put focus exactly here is we should speak with contagious enthusiasm. Unless and until you show the enthusiasm in your content, audience will not listen at you, audience will not take your content very seriously. So always you should put your focus on this contagious enthusiasm. You should always speak with enthusiasm. Definitely audience will listen at you. So always you should put focus on these tips, my dear friends. And the most important tip that we need to put focus is we should always give somewhat respect to the audience. Respect in the sense what exactly means we shouldn't look at only one person and we shouldn't point out any one person, right? If you are pointing out only the one person, that person will feel somewhat hurt, or that person will treat us in a different way, right? So why should we point out only one person that time? Instead of pointing out our focus on one person, we should put focus on the group. So what will happen means the entire group will become alert, the entire group will ready to put their entire attention on our content. So never and ever show your finger to one person. That is not at all acceptable in public speaking. So never and ever do that thing. You should always maintain that respect towards your audience. Then definitely your audience will listen your content very carefully. So ladies and gentlemen, focus on all these tips. And the most important tip what we need to follow is we should start in a friendly way. Friendly way means sometimes what happens means audience will not accept with our thoughts, audience will not accept with our ideas whatever that we tell in the content. So in such instance what happens means we get disturbed, we are not in a position to put a focus on content. So in our daily life we may differ with different persons with different ideas, right? So we shouldn't think that we shouldn't think that in a negative way. You should, instead of taking that into a negative way, you should put focus in a positive manner. Definitely you will get many ideas. So don't think much about that negative part whenever you are facing any difficulties from the people or from the audience. You should always start in a something friendly way so that audience could easily get connected to your content. So always put focus on these tips and try to become a effective public speaker. So ladies and and gentlemen, this is what all about the tips that I'm going to cover. Still you want to know more tips about this public speaking journey, you can drop your contact number and mail ID so that my team will contact you back and my team will ready to provide wonderful training to all of you. This is what exactly the tips of public speaking. Thank you for watching this video.